Jessica, congratulations on Miss Sloane. What an amazing film, and what a performance from you. I was in awe watching it going, the first thing I thought was, how are you delivering all those lines so flawlessly? What's your trick?
You know, it's just a lot of work before you arrive. You know, when you're memorizing lines, it's best to do it later, you know, after you have researched the character. Maybe once you have a sense of who the woman is, what her motivations are, why she's doing certain things. Because if you understand why the character is saying something, it's much easier to remember it.
How would you feel at the end of a workday? Because she's a full-on character.
I would be exhausted at the end of the workday, but also too at that time, you know, I try to kind of surround myself with things that inspire me for whatever film I'm working on. So I was just like House of Cards junkie.
Really?
Yeah. It was like, you know, Netflix and House of Cards. That was my go-to to unwind and turn my brain off.
I love that you went to the exact same thing, though, to unwind, not to something completely different.
No, I always try to, I mean, not method, but I like to stay in the world of something. You know, if I'm doing a scary film, I like to watch, you know, films that will inspire me in that genre.
Miss Sloane, she looks all confident. She looks like she has the most amazing job going. But the reality is, it isn't always like that. Has the film industry lived up to your expectations, what you thought they were going to be going in?
Yes, I'm very, very excited being in the film industry and very grateful for what I get to do. I do wish that I had the opportunity to work with women, and so now I'm trying to create that because, you know, in the beginning you don't think about that so much. You're just so happy to be there.
Yeah.
And then after a few years you'll start to look around and you go, or when finally there's a woman on set, you go, finally, some estrogen.
Has it been that bad? Because we all hear about it, and the reality is, it is that bad that you are surrounded by men.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not a terrible thing to be surrounded by men,
but
everything in balance.
Yeah.
You know, I just did this film, The Zookeeper's Wife, and there were a lot of women on that set, and female director, and producers, and writers, and let me tell you, the women were so happy, but also the men were very happy.
Yeah.
You know, it's a much healthier work environment when there is balance.
On IMDb, your first credited performance is in 2004 in ER. Now, your career really skyrocketed in about 2011. In those interim years, did you ever go, you know what, I'm acting, but I'm not at the place I want to be. I think I'm just going to throw it in and try something else. How did you keep going when it was tough?
Yeah, I never really thought about giving up because I knew that I was always going to have this profession. I knew I would be acting off Broadway or at a regional theater. I just knew I would always be doing it. What was really tough for me when I first moved to Los Angeles is that I felt like I wasn't given a chance in a way because I couldn't get the auditions, especially for things that I felt I was right for. And what just kept me moving forward, I think, is every single day I created a schedule for myself. I did things every day to remind myself that I was an actor and I didn't need to wait for someone else to grant that title to me. I would go to the library and research. I would go to movement classes. I would go to films and plays, and I did things every day to inspire myself so that when I did get lucky and when the time did come, I would be prepared.
I love that. As well as being able to act, this profession gives you some other really cool experiences like Oscar nominations, getting to have your handprints at the Chinese theatre.
Amazing.
Climbing the steps to the Met Gala. What's going through your mind when you're having those experiences?
Well, the handprint ceremony was very, very special because it's such an iconic thing. And I remember the first time I moved to Los Angeles, I remember going there and putting my hands in all the handprints and thinking like it was so far away, but it was this dream that I had of my life of being an actor. And so to actually put my hands in the cement, it was like, I've achieved this. So it was an emotional day, and my whole family was there, and it was very special.
Well, Jessica, I could talk to you forever, and I'm so glad that your dreams are coming true, and in turn, you're entertaining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so